Welcome back, friends. Earlier, we have seen several data types like Boolean, numbers, strings. Those are the primitive data types. And today, we are going to see about most complex data type and non-primitive data type, which is nothing but the objects in JavaScript. It is known as a non-primitive data type, and the fundamental difference between primitives and non-primitives is that primitives are immutable and non-primitives are mutable. We will see what is mutable and non-mutable. Mutable is you actually change its value whenever you perform any operation. That is, you are mutating something. And objects are mutable data types, and then primitive data types are immutable or non-mutable, you can say. So let's get started. So as I mentioned, objects used for complex data structures in JavaScript. Objects are used to store keyed collections. That is, there will be one key and corresponding value will be there. So key value pairs will be there, but we can also store complex data in our objects as well. So we will see it later. The most important part in JavaScript is everything is an object in JavaScript. So what do I mean by everything is object? We have seen functions earlier. Functions are also objects in JavaScript. Everything is an object in JavaScript. Not entirely, we will see it later. So let's see our how we can create our first object. First of all, there are two different type of syntaxes, literal syntax. So we'll see, we can use var, let or const, whatever you wish. We will be using let most of the time here. So let keyword, then whatever object name you want to give, then equal to sign, and then this curly braces. This is known as a literals, object literals. So this is one syntax you can create user, and there is one more syntax. So let me just comment this, and another syntax is constructor syntax. Most of the times we will be using this one, let user, and this object literal. In constructor syntax, you basically use new keyword, and then the object constructor function call you will make. Object is a default constructor, or it is a defined constructor in JavaScript program. Let us see new example where we can create object with literals and properties. Let's create user object again with object literals, that is this curly braces, and then provide few properties there. Let me add a name first, and name is nothing but Nilesh, and then again one more property I'll add, that is age 28. So this is how you create object or declare a object in JavaScript with properties of it. You can create empty object, we have seen it earlier, and then later you can also add these properties. But if you know the properties, what type of properties you are expecting or you want to create in your data, then you should add it upfront while declaring this object. So initialization, we call it initializing. So let us see, once you declare the object with its properties, how can we access these properties? The syntax is dot notation. It is very easy. You just have to write the object name and then dot and whatever property you want to access. So let me show one more example here. First I have written user.name and the second is user.age. Let us see in action. So node 03, then objects. So if I run this, it will print Nilesh 28. So I'm accessing name property of object here by using dot notation and age property of object. Let me show you another example to how we can access user properties. So there is square brackets notation, and you can use the syntax user, then the square brackets, and whatever property name is there, you can directly write it inside as a string. So this is another way of accessing it. So we will be able to see three different print lines. So that is square bracket. Another example we will see today is how to add a new property on object. So I have user object and I want to add is whether the user is admin or not, which is a boolean value. So we'll add is admin. You can simply do user dot is admin and assign a value. Then you can check. So we can see I'm able to see true. So user dot is admin is true. There is one more way we can add properties to it, which we have seen the square bracket rule right here. How we can access the properties here using this square brackets. We can also add properties to user using this square bracket and providing the key with whatever you want to name the key. So if I save this and run again, you can see I'm printing my full name. So one more thing you have to note here that whenever you add any property or access any property which contains the key name contains space in between, then you must have to use this square syntax. You cannot directly write something like this user dot, it will throw one error, but in order to access it you just have to wrap this up in between square brackets and use your string inside the square brackets. That is how you can access a key which contains some space here. So in order to access such kind of keys which contains space in between, you have to use this square brackets. Let us now see the delete properties example. How can we delete our properties from object? So you just have to write delete keyword and then whatever property you want to delete. Let's say user, you want to delete is admin property of user. So you just have to use delete keyword then user dot is admin. Then if you will try to print it out, it will give you undefined. So earlier we added is admin as true, but now it is undefined. So let us see one more example of modifying the property. So how can we edit our property name? Let's say I am editing my name property here with my full name, that is Nilesh Patwa, and if I save this and run again, it will print my entire name, the full name which I have assigned. Earlier I have assigned it only Nilesh. Now I have assigned my full name Nilesh Patwa. That is how you can edit your properties. This is how we can declare a variable object with its own properties in it, and you can add a trailing comma here. It will not throw any error. Let me show you one more thing here. If I print the entire object here, what you can see. So currently we are deleting one property as well. So let us just run this and see what happens. So my entire object is being printed with this curly braces, right? Name, which is Nilesh Patwa, age 28, and I am adding one more property in between, that is full name Nilesh Patwa. And if I remove this delete line, you will also see, let me just comment this out. So you will see name printed, age printed, is admin also is there, and full name is also there. So we have removed the is admin delete line from here. And if you want to use multiple word as a key in your object creation, so let us see another example of object creation using object literals. I am creating user object with object literals which contains a multiple word key which is first name. I am only assigning Nilesh. Then you can use you can also write something like this. This is also correct. But as soon as I save this or I'll just do formatting, it will remove those codes because it is not required. As the first key contains space, it is required, but in the second key it is okay if I don't provide any string literals or quotations. So that is also true. And if I show you that I can use my dot syntax here with first name, just see what happens when I click enter here. It will automatically add these brackets over here because it is not possible to access this first property or first name property with dot notation. That is why it has added this square notation here, square brackets. and inside the key value, key name or property name. That's how you can access or multi-word property in your object. So let me just print this out so you can see it better. If I run this, it will only print Nilesh, but as soon as I add another line, console.log and then user object, entire user object will be printed here. So let us see what happens. So yeah, I am able to print my entire object here. I will show one more thing here, that how can you create a complex object in JavaScript. So let's say you have a user object currently and you want to add child object here. So you can add it like this, and you can say how many. I'm just adding some properties here. Let's say 2, and you can also write another is admin. You can give the same property names with the parent name as well. So I'll give false here and we'll save. How to access these properties? Right now you must be thinking, you have the questions. So let us see. I just have to write this dot notation, then child, and again dot notation. You will be able to access those many properties available to or present in that object. So let me just print this out, how many, and I'll just quickly copy this line and print here, and just add is admin. We will be able to see both the lines here. Let us just run this. So 2 and false has been printed from this child object. So this is how you can create nested objects or multi-level objects or complex object. This is the objects in JavaScript. We will see complex structures later, but this is just the first lecture or first video tutorial about objects in JavaScript. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this unlove, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my